Hi. In the Christian tradition, there is a beautiful concept called purgatory. Purgatory is an intermediate stage between your physical death and your final assumption or entry into the heaven. It is there, you exhaust all your sins and you become pious or eligible to enter the heaven. So I was thinking about this concept, very beautiful concept. And I was also wondering who all could be living there now, right now. And I could, make out a small list of people who might be living there. I will read out this list, is not exhaustive. There could be even more. But whatever I have come to my mind, I am just reading out. Find out whether you are there or not. Number 1. Anybody who is dead to reality is living in purgatory. 2. Anybody who is dead to truth is living in purgatory. 3. Anybody who is seeing others is living in purgatory. Anybody who is seeing anything is living in purgatory. 5. Anybody living is living in purgatory. 6. Anybody who is born is living in purgatory. 7. Anybody who is conscious is living in purgatory. 8. Anybody who is having or possessing anything is living in purgatory. 9. Anybody who fears death is living in purgatory. 10. Anybody who is living inside a body is living in purgatory. 11. Anybody who is having any knowledge is living in purgatory. 12. Anybody who is helping others is living in purgatory. 13. Anybody who is in movement or is moving is living in purgatory. 14. Anybody who is not moving is also living in purgatory. 15. Anybody who is hearing anything is living in purgatory. 16. Anybody who is loving anything is living in purgatory. 17. Anybody who is hating anything is living in purgatory. Anybody who is expecting anything is living in purgatory. Anybody who is having memory is living in purgatory. Anybody who is having imagination is living in purgatory. Anybody who is tall is living in purgatory. Anybody who is short is living in purgatory. Anybody who is living in this world is living in purgatory. 24. Anybody who is seeking anything is living in purgatory. Anybody who is desiring anything is living in purgatory. Anybody who is young is living in purgatory. Anybody who is old is living in purgatory. 28. Anybody who regrets anything is living in purgatory. 29. Anybody who is envies anything is living in purgatory. 30. Anybody who is having jealousy is living in purgatory. 31. Anybody who believes in anything is living in purgatory. 32. Anybody who is rich is living in purgatory. Anybody who is poor is living in purgatory. Anybody who is a man is living in a purgatory. Anybody who is a woman is living in purgatory. Anybody who is compassionate is living in purgatory. Anybody who is searching is living in purgatory. Anybody who is craving for anything is living in purgatory. 39. Anybody having lust is living in purgatory. 40. Anybody who feels superior is living in purgatory. 41. Anybody who is feeling inferior is living in purgatory. 40. Anybody who is real is living in purgatory. 43. Anybody who is beautiful is living in purgatory. Anybody who is powerful is living in purgatory. 45. Anybody who is aware is living in purgatory. 46. Anybody who is alive is living in purgatory. 47. Anybody who is living in time is living in purgatory. 48. Anybody who is living in space is living in purgatory. 49. Anybody who is having any choice is living in purgatory. 50. Anybody who thinks that he is living, then he is living in purgatory. We are all living in purgatory. Thank you.